Hello, Marijk van der Wende at Utrecht University. And my chapter looks at higher education cooperation between the European Union and China, its developments, achievements, but also the current tensions, the challenges ahead, and how the relationship may be shaped in the next phase. Academic ties between Europe and China date from centuries back, and I picked them up in the 20th century after the reopening of China. In 1975, diplomatic ties were re-established, and in 1985 was the start of Sino-European cooperation in science and technology, signed as part of the first agreement on trade. And a series of agreements and partnerships and dialogues followed, especially regarding research, ever more comprehensive and strategic, culminating in joint agendas and joint planning. But was it simply a linear development? Not quite. China went from being a developing country, the workshop of the West, to be a more equal partner, and recently to be a competitor of the EU in specific areas of research and development. The unprecedented pace at which China has risen to be a global player in science research was underestimated at first. Its fast evolvement to Made in China 2025 created shockwaves enhanced by China's new geopolitical assertiveness and geostrategic ambitions. So the new Silk Road is rolling out in times of severe uncertainty in Europe, and the EU-China relationship has become more strategic, more complex. Convergence is not a given. The relationship may in some areas be driving towards divergence. Another question is, has this led to a balanced relationship? Not so much. Significant more collaboration in research than in education, strongly biased to the STEM fields and much less so in social science and humanities. Financial contributions significantly higher from the EU side than from China, while the flow of students and researchers is mostly from China to the EU, much less so the other way around. All in all, and despite many efforts and intentions, still a rather unbalanced relationship. Closing the gap may be challenging, especially in strategic areas in which China wants to become the world leader by 2025. For instance, artificial intelligence, in which it is already ahead of Europe. This area is particularly sensitive, as the conditions for data privacy and sharing are not necessarily in line with relevant EU regulations, such as the GDPR. And this may represent a dilemma in relation to the EU's promotion of open access and open science. And it seems to be feeding into persistent concerns about academic freedom and research integrity in China. There are concerns over the use of AI also in relation to personal privacy and against minorities and the civic and human rights. Concerns about the use of such technologies is also growing in Europe, where openness, freedom, and security can be under pressure. The EU has to reconsider how open can it be? And will it have to become more strategic, less open itself? Obviously, scientific cooperation and academic exchange with China should be continued, given the common global challenges and China's rising excellence and weight in many areas. Science diplomacy matters, especially in times of political tensions. But how to rebalance this collaboration and how to make it sustainable? Challenges in areas such as IPR, technology transfer, data security, professional recognition, etc., could require the EU to organize these under the new trade agreement with China. The EU is a strong regulator with potential global reach, but it lacks a consolidated foreign affairs policy. Its legal competencies vis-à-vis the member states are stronger in trade than in research or in education. Will it return to the original logic when the Sino-European cooperation in science and technology was established under the 1985 Agreement on Trade,